Hello, I'm Dr. Louise Freeman. I'm the co-chair of the Doctors Support Network. We're a charity. We've been around since 1996, and our main role is to facilitate informal peer support for doctors and medical students who are worried about their own mental health. There's no need to have an actual diagnosis or any sort of formal support need at all. Anybody who would like to is very welcome to join, and it's free to join. Our informal peer support is by an anonymous, confidential online support forum. And so why do we exist? Why is this needed? Well, when the charity was set up, nobody was talking about doctors' mental health at all. There's now much more general talk about the profession's mental health. We still tend to feel as if we shouldn't get ill like this, but we're actually more likely than the general public to suffer mental illness. And because we feel as if we shouldn't have this type of problem, we can be very slow to seek help and to tell anybody at all about it, with the result that we can often be very isolated. The good news is that we do really well with the right support and treatment. And obviously, as in any type of ill health, getting the right support and treatment at an early stage is much the best plan, rather than hoping this it'll go away and this it'll all get better. Apart from facilitating informal peer support, another main activity of the Doctor Support Network is campaigning to improve doctors' mental health. The ways in which we do this, we are mainly virtual in our sort of presence in the world. We have a website, we have social media feeds, very much on the topic of doctors' mental health. We remain quite focused around that. In person, sort of things that we do might be the GMC periodically has consultations on its fitness to practice process. We would normally be invited to contribute to those. We have recently presented at the European Association for Physician Health, and that was on the topic of peer support and the value of it for doctors worried about their mental health. And we also collaborated with the German doctors group at the Berlin World Psychiatric Association Congress. And again, around the whole issue of peer support and the value. Last year, we published an article in Lancet Psychiatry about doctors with autism, which is a very sort of interesting, quite hot topic at the moment. And we've recently published a British Medical Association blog article on the topic of reasonable adjustments for mental illness. So that's what we're doing as an organisation. People often say, well, how can I be involved in this? I think it's very variable how much people might want to be involved. And that might be from somebody who wants to join so that they can access the support forum. They might want to get involved on the campaigning side. They might have had their own experience and think, I want to help to make things better for other people. Some people, or many doctors, I don't think they want to do anything quite so committing as actually join an organisation like DSN. And this is because the whole topic of mental ill health for doctors is really stigmatised. So they might want to look at the website, they might want to read our posts on social media. I personally feel that that is a really important role for DSN, in that if we can just show that it's definitely not just you, there are other people out there, and also we can hopefully show that having a diagnosis, for example, having bipolar affective disorder or having depression or being diagnosed as having autism, doesn't necessarily mean that you can't work or will be sort of sidelined in some sort of silo. We have a particular campaign around this called And Me, and this is a cross-professional anti-stigma campaign which we run with the Royal College of Veterinary Surgeons to show that there are people working at career level across health professions that either have a managed mental health diagnosis or they've previously suffered poor mental health, and that they are now in a career grade role. They might be on the college council, they might be specialty lead. It's okay. It doesn't mean that everybody has a brilliant experience. We would be the first to say that the way in which doctors' mental health is managed is not universally brilliant. And if it was, there wouldn't be any need for DSN. But there is certainly a lot of progress being made, and the spotlight on doctors and other health professionals' mental health around the COVID pandemic, we hope, will lead to further improvements in this area. I would urge you to take a look at the website, have a look at our social media, and we would be very happy if anybody wished to join, be on our mailing list. Just keep an eye on what we're doing. And just to say that all of you are just doing an amazing job. I don't have an NHS job now, and I really admire everybody that has. So well done, take care and keep safe.